Thursday weekly briefing, Central North Carolina. My name is Nick Lucchetti. I'm a meteorologist here at the Weather Service in Raleigh. And today we'll be covering the period February 24th through March 2nd. So today through next Wednesday. So I just want to start off with a current image of the current radar across North Carolina here, or I guess the southeast. So I just want to point out today, as you guys can see out your windows, we have kind of dreary, cloudy skies. And if you're a little further north, you've experienced some rain today, light rain, maybe some drizzle here in the Raleigh area. But this is courtesy of a backdoor cold front that I have labeled here that extends down to the South Carolina border. That came through late last night into early this morning. So you can see if you look at the air temperatures on this plot that it's pretty chilly, and especially up in Greensboro area. We have mid to upper 40s here in Raleigh, 50, and mid to upper 50s all the way down to the border. So this is what we call a classic cold air damming setup, where we have this backdoor cold front come through. It's cold, it's drizzly. And that is going to be essentially the weather for today. But luckily, as you can see further north, we're missing out on some of that heavier rain. That's in fact, there you can see these green polygons in eastern Tennessee. They have some flash flood warnings out there. So luckily, we've kind of avoided some of that heavier rain and staying north of us. But for today, we're generally going to see these cooler temperatures and some light rain, especially north of Raleigh, and drizzle elsewhere to no rain at all. So anyway, just kind of wanted to show you the current observations and the radar. So that leads me to the weather patterns for this upcoming week. So again, today we have that kind of cold air mass in place, some light rain and drizzle, particularly for the northern portions of central North Carolina. Tonight, we have depicted here on this upper left panel a warm front, which if you saw in the previous plot, there were warmer temperatures down in South Carolina into the 70s. That's actually going to lift overnight tonight into tomorrow morning north of the area. And with that, we're going to have tomorrow well above normal temperatures in the upper 60s, high temperatures in the upper 60s in the northwest, all the way to low 80s in the southeast. And that's ahead of a cold front that's going to pass through the region later Friday evening. And I believe actually Fayetteville, the record high for tomorrow is 85. So we might kind of flirt with that. So we'll have to see if we can actually break that tomorrow. But, kind of a dramatic shift from today, from these cooler temperatures today to these well above normal temperatures tomorrow, ahead of this cold front that's going to pass through. And that cold front is going to pass through, and the models kind of suggest that that's likely going to be mostly dry. So we're not expecting a lot of rain with that cold front Friday evening. And behind it, you can see on this upper right panel, the Saturday plot, we're looking at generally kind of cooler but drier conditions on Saturday as this high pressure system kind of wedges in from the west. And then it's not shown here, but on Sunday, late Saturday night, like after midnight into Sunday, we do have another kind of weak light rain system that's going to kind of clip the southern 2/3 of central North Carolina. Not expecting a lot of rain with that, but there is, slight chance of rain late Saturday night into Sunday morning that I wanted to mention as well because it's not shown on these plots. But after that, on Sunday, we're essentially early next week, we'll have a reinforcing cold air is going to come in from this high pressure system that's plotted here up over the Great Lakes. So we'll have kind of cooler and drier weather to start early next week, but then we'll see a slight rebound into the mid 60s with dry conditions through the middle of next week. So that's kind of the weather pattern for the following week. Just really quickly, we typically like to show if there's any potential chances for severe weather. As you can see here, there is no risk for severe weather with any of these little rain systems that are coming through. So no concerns there, which is good. This is just plots of the accumulated precipitation forecast for the next 7 days. So in the upper left corner there, you can see today we have up there anywhere you can see kind of northwest of Raleigh, maybe a few hundredths of an inch to a couple tenths of an inch of rain expected. And we've already seen that's what we've observed so far today. And any additional accumulation will likely be just, a few hundredths of an inch, primarily north of Raleigh, northwest of Raleigh. Friday, again, that cold front's going to come through in the evening, but it looks like it's mostly dry. So we don't really have any forecasted accumulated precipitation for Friday. And then this plot on the far right, it's a little misleading. So I just want to point out Saturday should be dry until after midnight. So this plot's more showing late Saturday night into Sunday morning, through the day into Sunday morning, where we do have a period where we could see some measurable rain. And then on Sunday as well, you can see kind of highlighting more kind of, south of Raleigh that has a better chance for some accumulating precipitation. But even there, you can see, we're only expecting maybe a tenth up to a quarter of an inch over up to quarter inch over Fayetteville. So not expecting a lot of rain with this weak system that's going to come through on Sunday. And then Monday through Wednesday of next week, looks like we're going to have pretty high confidence in dry conditions for that period. That takes me to the 7-day total precipitation across that entire time period. And you can see, again, we're not expecting much rain from these couple systems. Again, upwards of maybe a quarter of an inch across the area. Just to pivot here a little bit, I guess related to that, the latest North Carolina drought update did just drop today, courtesy of our friends from the North Carolina Climate Office. And you can see that if you compare last week's drought map, which is in the lower left corner, to this current week's, that the main takeaway here is that they have expanded moderate drought, D1 moderate drought, that tannish color, a little bit into the coastal plain area. So, far southern Sampson County, for example, you can see that they've expanded that into there. So unfortunately, this rain that's coming this week looks very light and will likely not help to alleviate that drought very much. But anyways, just wanted to share this with y'all. Okay, so now we can kind of look out into the first couple of days of March. This is valid for March 3rd to March 9th. This is the 8 to 14 day temperature and precipitation outlook from the Climate Prediction Center. You can see that they're predicting for temperature in that time period, a slightly favored chance of above normal temperatures across the entire area. And for precipitation, they're forecasting, a slightly favored below normal chance of precipitation. Slightly favored below normal precipitation for that time period, which is almost near normal. So their confidence must not be very high on that. But that's the general thinking right now, is slightly above average temperatures and slightly below normal precipitation for that time period. So that leads me to a quick summary for today through middle of next week. Again, today we have that cold air damming in place, so we'll see continuation of these light rain showers, mostly north of Raleigh, northwest of Raleigh, maybe some drizzle in the Raleigh area today, with those cooler temperatures hanging on through tonight. Then tonight into tomorrow morning, we'll see that warm front lift north of the area. So we're going to see well above normal temperatures on Friday, ahead of a mostly dry cold front passage Friday night. And then on Saturday, we'll have drier and cooler weather before this weak rain system approaches and passes through after midnight Saturday through the early afternoon time frame on Sunday. And then we should have cooler, dry weather returning early next week with a slight warming trend through the middle of next week. So that's all I have for y'all, but I'm happy to answer any questions you might have.